Namaskar.
Namaste. Welcome to the practice of the blue magnetic hand. Start off with placing our hands in Yana Mudra, thumb and index finger together as a sign of knowledge and wisdom of the path. Lift and open the heart. Turning gaze within, lengthening the spine. Connect to an Ujjayi breath first, breathing from the back of the throat. Toning, firming lower abdomen, keeping navel drawing in towards the spine on the in-breath and the out-breath while breathing from the upper torso. And then Sekajari Mudra. Tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, slide it back so the underside of the tongue lightly presses up on the soft palate, making an energetic connection from root chakra through the crown. Take full deep breath in, drawing energy up the back body. And then ladder breath on the descent, release 1/3 of the breath and pause. 2/3 and pause. Full rest of the way. Complete inhales. Keep it going for the next minute, drawing energy up the back body with full deep in-breaths. Releasing energy down the front body, pausing intermittently with the out-breath. For the next exhale, release the tongue. Take a full deep breath in. Hold the breath in, Jalandhara, chin to the chest, lifting chest to the chin. Hold it in for a count of 20. It's Anjali. Set an intention to use the energy that you built in the practice towards fulfilling your purpose and mission in this lifetime, while using your hands as powerful tools for creativity, expression, healing, and accomplishment. Generate our energies and invoke blessings. 3 ohms, 1 Purna mantra. Take a full deep breath in. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. To the presence of the one divine spirit that dwells within, we bow. Jai. Arise. Tie your hair up. Get your towel set. And then come to standing at the front of the mat. Hands in Tadasana, or prayer position for Tadasana, mountain pose. Drawn to the center, engage inner thighs. Belly in, scoop tailbone under, lift shoulders up and curling back. Slide jawbone back. Reactivating your Jai breath. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release the hands, rooting down. Inhale, stretch up, out rotating arms and shoulders. Exhale, dive forward, inner rotate as you swan dive. Inhale, lengthen and curl. Exhale, step back in a plank, hold plank. Take hands flat on the first one. First one, Hasta Bandha, hand lock, index finger leads the way. Grip or claw the mat strong, making a suction cup with the hand. And then lean forward, coming up onto the tips of the toes, round your lower back, and then in slow motion, lower all the way down to the belly, clasping hands behind the back. Squeeze arms in, upper back in, arch up and lift. Squeeze legs together, firing inner thighs. And then tap your toes down, hands beside the chest, underneath your elbows. Shoulders towards the ears first, lengthen side bodies, and then lift up, creating space between the vertebrae. When you reach the peak, curl shoulders back, engage the backs of the arms, pulling hands back, shoulders back, and then lower down, push back, Ardha Svanasana. First dog of the blue magnetic hand day. Stretch it out. Bend one knee at a time, lengthen through calf muscles, deepening the victorious breath. Right leg up to the ceiling. Bend the knee and twist. Stretch out side body. Put more weight to the left hand or elevate the wrist and the ridge top. Keep upper back level. Left arm and shoulder lifting. And then switch legs. Leg up and over. Put more weight to the right hand or elevate wrist and ridge top or fingertip. And then back to down dog, lean forward into plank, take a vinyasa, push your head up, index knuckles down, chaturanga dandasana, inhale, rise up for a high bhujangasana. Exhale, flow back, Vanarasana 2, right foot to the front of the mat, point foot out to the right, take your hands forward. Go and take your hands forward in ridge top position so the hands are at least 8 or 10 inches in front of you. And then elevate wrists. So the fingers are flat. If your hands are tight, work on pushing down to the central knuckles, stretching out your fingers, getting the forearms ready for the practice. And then step back in a plank. Have your right hand in ridge top, left hand flat. If you're open, you can work both hands in ridge top. If you're new to ridge top, have one hand flat, one wrist elevated, and then lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, flow back, second side. Lift up. Right foot out to the left, take hands forward in front of you to lengthen side bodies, creating more space, and then curling into the back body. Slowly sink into it, taking chest down. Anytime you elevate the wrists in vinyasas, you take pressure off of the wrists. You strengthen the hands, the forearms, while creating more space in the vertebrae, or lengthen your side bodies. And then step back with the opposite hand. If you work one hand flat, one hand ridge top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, flow back. Let's do another one. Vanarasana 1. Backtracking. Right foot to the front of the mat. right arm on the inside, hands in reverse ridge-top position, thumbs pointing straight ahead, and have your thumb knuckle bent so it's in flexion. You don't want to have it all the way straight here in hyperextension. You want to bend the knuckles so you build strength in your thumb. And then same thing, you can work one hand flat, one hand in reverse ridge-top, or if you're open, both hands in reverse ridge-top. Optional coming onto knees, or keep knees elevated and take the chaturanga. Inhale, rise up, angling tops of the shoulders to the back of the room as you curl. Very nice, second side. Janara, one, monkey tail pose. Foot up, you can take it to the outside. Left arm on the inside. And then out rotating arms and shoulders. Head pushes up on this one, curling in the upper back, sweeping heart forward. And step back. Even out your hands, or work both hands in reverse ridge-top. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, rise up, pausing at the peak, angling tops of the shoulders back. Exhale, flow back, hands flat. 5 breaths in down dog. Breathing from the hands. Inhale, putting weight to the hands, drawing energy up the arms into the tops of the shoulders. Outer rotate arms and shoulders like you're rolling biceps up towards the ceiling, and then push energy back out through the hands, full stretch. Lengthening hips to the back of the room. And then bend to knees, gaze up, step or jump in front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen and curl. Exhale, bow, pushing thigh bones back and apart, then elbows out to the side, squeezing shoulder blades on the back, and then squeeze inner thighs together. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, Samasthiti, pausing at the chakras, turning gaze back within. Deep breath in. Exhale, root down. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, dot forward. Inhale, lengthen and curl. Set hands in Musti Hasta, fist position. Palms face in, thumbs off the mat. Exhale, step back. Take chaturanga. Inhale, rise up, punching the mat. Out rotate arms and shoulders as you curl. Exhale, flow back. Bend knees, gaze up, step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Squeeze legs together, root down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dot forward. Keep it going. A Musti Hasta. Inhale, lengthen, open-handed fist. Fingers flat. Step or jump back in the plank. Wrists elevated. Exhale, chaturanga. Don't let your fingertips lift. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. You can take hands flat. Push back to down dog, or you can stay in A Musti. Bend knees, gaze up, step or jump. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Squeeze legs together, root down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive forward. One more. Sun salutation, Rajahasta. Inhale, lengthen fingertips. Fingertips flat to the mat, step back into plank. If your fingers are strong, you can work on pressing down through your fingers and taking the thumbs off the mat. Back, staying fingertips in down dog, keeping arms and shoulders lifting. Keep them light. Push your thighs back, rooting energy down the backs of the legs, keeping arms and shoulders lifting, outer rotating. And then pick your right hand up, step your right foot all the way up to the front of the mat for side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. Right foot up, back foot flat. You can snag a block if you need it. Taking your hand to the outside of the foot. Why don't you go and pivot forward to the side. There you go. So wiggle left foot back 2 inches. Bend right knee deep. Keep it landing out to the right. And top arm behind the back. Deep and twist. Curling top shoulder back. Push down through both feet. Lift and reach. Right arm straight ahead. Hand in Jnana Mudra, thumb and index finger together, strengthen core, belly in, squeeze rib cage in, work on flattening the lower back, widening kidneys back. Breath in. Exhale, release. Step back to plank. Feel free to work any of the alternate hand positions. Wrist up, fingertip, fist, open-handed fist. Second side. Side ankle pose. Left foot up, back foot flat. Wiggle right foot back to create more length so the left thigh is parallel with the floor. Left knee bending deep, right arm reaches, stretching right side body. And then top arm behind the back. Deep and twist, push down, lift and reach. Left arm. Strengthen breath, strengthen core. Turn up the volume of the Ujjayi, make it victorious. And then step back, plank pose, take the vinyasa. Right leg lifts behind you. Lean forward in a plank. Lower halfway down. Push back strong. Right foot up. Virabhadra. Back heel up. Square off hips. Belly in. Scoop tailbone. Take it overhead. Squeeze arm muscles in. Pulling arms and shoulders down the back. Inhale. Make it magnetic. Squeezing legs together. Drawing energy up into the core. From the core. Push leg bones apart. Extending energy out. Letting the exhale take you deeper. So gazing up towards the hands. Following the hands to the back of the room. Exhale, release, step back to plank. Take the Vinny. Left leg lifts. Plank pose. Triangle up. Push back strong. Foot up. Virabhadra. Square it off. Belly in. Scoop tailbone. Take it overhead. Squeeze arm muscles in. Shoulders down the back and then open heart. Inhale, contract. Drawing energy in from the periphery to the core. Exhale from the core. Push leg bones apart. Take it in further. Some more deep conscious breaths. Exhale, release, step back to plank, take the vinyasa. Right foot up between the hands, Tita Baddha Hasta Virabhadra. Right foot up, clasp hands on this one, palms face forward, interdigitizing fingers, and then draw energy in, head of the arms back, connecting to the back body, and then take arms all the way back, behind the ears, push. The back heel, and then right knee deep. You can wiggle right foot to the right if you need more stability. And lock out the arms. So stretch out hands. And then keeping hands interdigitized, palms face down, plank pose, hold it. Lean forward, tips of the big toe like you're doing headstand on your toenails. Lean forward, come all the way up as high as you can. Rounding lower back, pushing index knuckles down. Chaturanga. Resting hips down. Inhale, rise up for a bound hand cobra, angling shoulders back. Exhale, flow back. Separating hands. Left foot up, second side. Interdigitize. Clasping, both hands reach. Draw in, slide back, take arms all the way back. Keep them locked out, fully straight, pushing energy out from the heart through the hands, full stretch. Hands interlaced, palms face down, or you can flip it, palms face up. Yeah, no need to go there. Chaturanga, inhale, rise up. Exhale, flow back. Vasisthasana on the right. You can come onto the forearm. You need to change it up, taking pressure off the wrists or bringing into ridge top. Arch yoga. Optional, left foot up in the tree pose, or you can reach for the big toe for Purnavasisthasana. Keeping right leg straight, step left foot back. Kamakarasana, lift hips high and curl. Change it up, second side. Stay with the breath. The breath will let you know when you're ready to go further. When you have balance, you can bring foot up. Don't hold the breath. And full and deep. And step it back, wild thing. Kamakara. Pose of spiritual delight. Shine it out. Because you're rocking yoga asana. Down dog. Turbo dog. Jump into malasana or bakasana. You bend the elbows. Take a turbo dog first, bend your elbows down towards the mat. There you go. Now bend your knees. Now glide into crow pose or jump to squatting. There we go. Big toes squeeze in. Hold it. 5 or 10 breaths. Begin to round your lower back, lifting kidneys up. Slowly begin to straighten the arms, letting knees slide up towards your armpits like you were going to float to handstand. And then float back into chaturanga, no sound. Very nice. Vinyasa. Right foot up, front of the mat, and pause. Both hands to the top of the thigh. Magnetic hand. We are guided by our own power double. Embrace your inner strengths. Down to the heart, squeeze the legs together. And then cross right wrist on top, palms flat, fingers straight. Bring biceps behind the ears. Squeeze in, pinch the back of the head. And then push your head back into the tops of the arms, curling in the upper back. Very nice. Keep squeezing it tight, back foot flat. Parsvavira. Lean over back leg, keep right knee bending deep. Use the bottom arm to pull top arm down, stretching side body. And then bow forward, go for the clasp, right arm under, left arm behind the back for Baddha Parsva Konasana. Going top shoulder back. Ekapada Kundinasana 2. If it's easy, change up hands. Take left hand wide. Don't use that elbow. You can optional bring the hand in a fist or ridge stop position or both hands in a ridge stop. Take it up. When you elevate the wrist, it allows the side bodies to lengthen, allows you to create more leverage so you get more height, taking the left heel all the way up. And then it's easier to come onto the chin and pivot onto Gandha Varandasana or just step back and take a vinyasa. Second side, left foot up and pause. Both hands to the top of the thigh. Om Apante Smaropai. No one can take your personal power from you. Only you could cancel it out. Embrace your inner strengths. Power up the legs. Draw energy up and in. Cross left wrist on top. Palms flat, fingers straight. Biceps behind ears. Squeeze in. Push head back, curling in upper back. Squeezing it tight, back foot flat. Parsvavira, lean over back leg. Keep left knee bending deep, leaning to the left. Pulling top arm down, lifting left rib cage up. And then go for the clasp, left arm under, right arm behind the back. Baddha Parsvakona. Choke up, make it tight. Grabbing top wrist, going top shoulder back, bending left knee deeper. Om Ekapada Kuntinyasana Dwi 2. Take it up. Change up hands. You did ridge top, change it up, work fist position this time, or open fist. And then go back, take the bending. Wide leg stance, left foot up. Ardha to the right. Turn left foot up. If you have balance, you can wrap and clasp around the right shin, not necessary. Use hands for support however you need to. And then shift to the left. Turn right foot up. Ardha 2, shift to the right, take left leg behind you, reaching right hand up, reach up for outer edge of the foot, slowly sink into it. And left arm up, shoulder lifting, heart descending, and then shift to the second side. Right arm lifting, upper back engaged as you curl in the upper back. And then back to center. Both legs wide, angling toes in, heels out. Roll thighs in, walk hands back. Lower forehead to the floor, come onto forearms. Onto the floor or onto the block. If you're in deep, you can take your feet all the way to the outer edges of the mat and come onto your chin, clasping hands underneath for E position. And then heel toe in, come to squatting at the front of the mat for Bakasana round 2. Or you can just heel toe in, facing forward. Change up hands. Work crow pose in ridge top or fist position. Maybe one hand flat, one hand fist, one hand in ridge top. Scary when you elevate the wrists. The balance is tricky, so you may want to place a block in front of you, or a blanket, or a pillow. Go slow. Power up your thumbs. Keep your thumb knuckle bent. Nice transition and safe. When you're ready, rest in child's pose. Stack fists up. Press forehead down. Blue Hand Day gives us a sense of empowerment. We get empowered on the mat, and then we take that new refound energy, that optimism, and we take it off the mat. We share it with others, or we use it to accomplish new and greater things. The next great thing is happening now. Let's slide the mat to the wall for a handstand. Yay. If you're at home, find a wall, find a hallway, a closet, and you need a block. You grab the block. You're going to wrap your fingers over the block so you can use more muscle energy in the hand. If you have small hands and your pinky finger doesn't wrap over, just have your thumb over and 4 fingers wrap over the top of the block. That way you can grip it. Let's come a little further away. So you should be at least 1 block's distance away from the wall when you have your block. And then we're going to go up a one-hand handstand press. So the hand that's elevated on the block is the leg that's going to lift. So go ahead and lift for down dog and then step your left foot in. Your left foot's going to kick up. Your right leg lifts up the other way. The other leg. There you go. So left leg down, right leg up. That'll automatically shift the weight to the left hand. And then when you kick up, you can give yourself a couple attempts if you need to. And then you can have both legs straight on the wall, or you can bend one leg and squeeze the inner thighs together, knees together, and take the other leg off the wall. You got it. Bring your inner knees together more. There you go. Big toe up. Point your big toe up. Your left big toe up. There you go. And flex your other toes. Oh, Sapa. That was awesome. Give yourself a rest if you need to, and then change it up. Take the block to the other hand. Change up feet. So it's going to be harder. We're always used to kicking up with one foot. Change up the legs. Work on building strength and coordination on both sides. Squeeze that leg in. Use the inner thigh. Nice. Hold the midline. Both feet on the wall. Or midline with one foot off the wall. Squeezing inner knees together. Good. Big toe up. You can pinky toes flexed. You had that foot on the wall last time. Switch your feet. We got round 2 coming. Rest. Should I put the curved ones on top, or do you want to use one of these ones? You got 2 blocks. Stack it up. Change it up. Do it again. First side again, but make it higher. You can do 2 blocks, 3 blocks, 4 blocks. And then at that point, you won't need any blocks. Yeah. You got it, that's right. So the elbow that's up is the leg that lifts. So you can hold it there. That's it. Second side. Right foot halfway in, left leg engages, squeezing across the midline, and then float up. Oh, it's getting hard. You can take your right hand wider if you need to. That's it, make it happen. Midline, stay with the breath. Keep it full and deep. Balasana is designed to empower breath, to build life force energy. Rest. More positivity. Handstand. It's one of the most powerful poses to do to build more prana, more life force, to wake you up, to build more optimism, to clear your lungs, your sinuses. If you don't have a full hour and a half to practice, you can always just kick up for a 5 or 10 minute practice of handstand. Let's move on. Diamond hand handstand, or Pada Hasta. So slide the blocks off to the side. On this one, if you have a shoulder injury, skip it, just do a regular handstand, or you can go ahead into a forearm stand. You want to work on slowly, gradually bringing the hands in so that you may have a diamond, a thumb and index finger touching. If this one's easy, then you clasp and you do it with palms face down. Start off, walking one foot halfway in. This one's just like doing a one-hand handstand. The balance is tricky when you take it up. Just have both feet on the wall. Point your feet on this one. You can come a little further away if you need to, so you can angle into the wall. And rest. Rest for a second. And then take your hands a little further away from the wall. You got long legs. Come a little further more. That won't be there. There you go. That's it. Give yourself another attempt. Hands in Diamond Hasta or clasping. There it is. Squeeze in tight. Work midline with the legs. Just have both feet on the wall. Just point both feet on the wall. Just have them on the wall. Point. And now push your head up and curl in the upper back. That's it. Use the strength of the head pushing up. Midline in the legs until the legs get light and come off the wall without bringing them off yourself. You want to just keep your head pushing up until magic happens and you're squeezing into the center and you start to get light and float off the wall and you can hold it. Boom. Excellent. Rest. Enjoying your sense of accomplishment. Next one's the easiest. Olympic handstand. Taking hands off all the way wide out to the side. You can go all the way off your mat if you want to. The wider you go, the easier it is. Or if you want to use your mats to support the wrists, have your wrists on the edges of the mat. Same thing, you can come in that close, that's cool. Come at least a block's distance or thumb from pinky finger distance so you can use the wall, pushing your head into the wall. You can give yourself a couple attempts if you need to negotiate your distance. And then kick up, same thing, have both feet on the wall, point your feet, push your head up, and then push your head up. Keep curling in the upper back. Nice. And rest. Olympic style, hands out to the side. Wide is the easiest one on the shoulders. It takes pressure off the rotator cuff, allows you to connect to the back body by working more outer rotation in your arm bones. It takes pressure off the wrist by turning hands out to the side. You're able to grip more with your hands. Admire us on up. Side hands. Have palms face up first and bring your elbows in a little closer so belly of the forearm rolls in. And then turn your hands down. Lift your knees up and then walk your feet in. And lightly kick up. You can have both feet on the wall or make an L shape with one leg. Bending one knee, take a leg away. Tapping the wall for balance. Switching legs if you have it, or just hold it there. Midline, no daylight between the legs. So the strength of the legs, which allows you to stabilize and find balance in the pose. Nice. Rest. Very good. Visama, Pinchamayurasana, uneven, peacock, tail feather pose. And this one forearm's down, the other hand's right across, so the wrist is aligned with your elbow. The elbow that's up is the leg that's going to lift. Same thing like you were doing one hand handstand prep on the block. So with one forearm down, if the left elbow's up, step your right foot in, and then the left leg lifts up. And then lightly hop up. There you go. And then push up. Keep legs squeezing in tight into the midline. One leg comes away. You can make an L shape. Keep head pushing up on this one, looking for the wall. And then when you're ready, rest. And switch it up for the second side. So take a breath. Head up. Keep breathing. Rest. Headstand. Shirshasana 1. Clasp hands behind the head. Lift knees, walk it in. Hips over the shoulders, then lightly press up. Wall's there if you need to tap it. Keep working midline with the legs strong. And then from here, work on bringing one hand out and then the other hand out for Shirshasana 2, tripod headstand. And then flip the hands, palms face up, reaching arms out to the side. You can have your hands more forward so they're at a 45-degree angle. There you go. So try and bring one leg off, other leg off, or if you need to, bail. Get out of there if you need to. If you're still up, you can bring hands in front of the forearm and forehead. Press down. Stack fists up if you're resting. If you're still in headstand, you can play around, alternating hand positions. And let's slide the mat back. And you can lay flat for one arm auspicious pose. To the side, palm face up, and then rocking over onto the hip and to the shoulder. Go for the clasp. If you're in deep, shift hips in. Optional left ankle on top, deepening twist from lower body. And then switch. arm out, palm face up, rock over, right arm back, shifting hips in, optional right ankle on top. Back onto the belly. Reach back for both feet for Dhanurasana, bow pose. Look down to the knees, scoop tailbone, kick back, arch up and lift. 5 strong breaths. Inhale, kicking back more. Exhale, rocking forward. And release, push back, child's pose. Om Ekapatarajakapotasana, pigeon pose. Knee up wide. Snag your belt or strap if you need it. Right knee up wide towards the outer edge of the mat. Left leg slides in and back. And then walk your hands back, lift and curl. Right hand front and center. You can reach left hand back for the inner edge of the foot. Kick back, pull it in. If you're going further, you can trap it for mermaid or strap it for full king pigeon pose. Inhale, lift up, side bodies long, grow tall. Pull up on the strap, lift your rib cage up, shoulders up, and then exhale, hands walk back as your head moves back. Inhale, you can push down to the knees, lift up, grow taller, lifting up high, and then walk hands back. When you're ready, release, stack fists up, or take hands wide and reach up. Right knee and ankle actively pushing down. Left foot pushing down. Right hip is pulling back. Left hip is rolling in. And then take a vinyasa, or just step back and switch legs. Or just swing your left leg up and swing your right leg back. Left hand front and center. Right hand reaches back, kicking back, pull it in. And then take it further. Strap it, trap it. Inhale, creating length. Lifting up. Exhale, walking hands back as the hips go towards the floor. Inhale, legs draw in, hips lift. Exhale, hips descend, legs move apart. When you're ready, release. Turn awareness within as you bow forward. Back into remembrance of why you do the practice. Vinyasa. Change up hands, fists, ridge top, fingertip. Skanda Yoga professionals, Jaguar claw, eagle talons, working first 2 knuckles or outer 3 knuckles. Ustra, camel pose. Come to kneeling. Once you face forward on this one. Knees hip distance apart, 2 fist distance between the inner knees. Hips back and apart, bowing to the heart. Then belly in, scoop tailbone, lift and curl. Palms to the heels, pushing tops of the feet down, extending hips forward, heart up. Front and back of the neck engaged. Jawbone sliding back, letting back of the head get heavy. And then inhale up. Downward facing thumb breaker. Take your knees wide. Take your knees a little wider towards the outer edge of the mat. And then you can angle your feet in on this one. You're going to fold your thumbs in and wrap your fingers over your thumb. Just like this. Both thumbs come together, and then the whole inner side of the hand is going to come flat to the mat. So you're going to reach back so the thumb knuckle comes down, and then you're going to push your hands down and lift your shoulders up like you're trying to snap your hand off, like it was a bottle cap, right off at the top. You should feel a nice, warm, loving sensation travel up your thumb tendon into the forearm. Creates joy within and makes you want to smile. This prevents injury from text messaging. And then slowly release. Flip your hands. Stretch out your hands this way. There you go. And then you can sit back. You can reach your hands more forward and sit back so you feel a stretch in the backs of the forearms. That was pretty good, Darren. Why don't you take it into dumb dog? Dumb dog position would be to keep your hands here, and then you lift your legs up and you slide back like in a downward facing dog position. And then you work on lifting your hips up and taking your head back between your arms. There you go. That's it. Very nice, man. That's stupefied right there. This is the prep position for peacock pose, Mayurasana. And then rest down, bending knees. That's it. Now you can flip your hands the other way. Take the top of the hand down this way. That's it. And then pushing down to the top of the knuckle, work on taking your forearm back. If you're sitting back again, take your forearm back towards the palm of the hand and stretch out the top of the hand, the flexor muscles of your forearms. There you go. Now we're set for peacock pose. So peacock pose, full form, fingers facing back, hands flat. Decreases strength, increases balance. You take the hands elevated, you can use more strength, or if you turn them out to the side, less balance is required. So you can play around. You can work bridge top, you can work hands flat. You can use your block if you want to wrap your hands over the block. And then leaning forward, hooking elbows in. If you can hold it for 5 or 10 breaths, you can pivot onto the chin and lift your legs all the way up. If you go all the way up into Viparita, you can bend the legs after a few breaths, like in Scorpion, and slowly let your elbows slide apart. And then rest down. Take a child's pose. Stack your fists up. And then come to sitting for half fish prep pose. That right leg straight. Left ankle crosses over. Left hand behind the back. If you need to elevate your hips, you can snag a wedge or a blanket roll. And then arch up. You want to be able to maintain natural lumbar curve to the spine, lifting right arm up and arching, and then take it across. Pulling against the knee or push against the knee, lifting hard up, and then deepen twist. Keep leaning towards the left, tacking outer edge of the left hip down. Inhale, untwist, full foot across, push your knee across for 1 foot cow face west side stretch. Ekapada Gomukhya Paschimottanasana, pushing ankle across, push top knee across, arch up. Inhale, rise up, exhale, fold forward, reaching for the foot, pull back on the foot as your foot pushes forward, pulling your chest over the leg, and then rest your head down, resting your chin or your forehead on the knee, or maybe over the knee. Inhale up and switch legs. Left leg straight, right leg over, right hand back. Lift arm up, arch up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, deepen, twist. Twist. Ekapada Gomukhya Paschimottanasana. Pull ankle across, push knee across. Inhale, rise up, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Looking foot, pull back on the foot. And then pull yourself forward. Stay with the conscious breath. It's the conscious breath which creates healing mentally and physically. Inhale up, both legs wide, Upavishta Konasana. Seated wide angle. And rotate each leg, rolling quads in, hamstrings out. And activate the legs, point toes back. Squeeze leg muscles in, arch up, and slowly crawl forward. Keeping your legs engaged, left thigh pushing down, start to bow or twist over right leg. Reaching overhead with the left hand. Inhale up and switch. Up, go wider, go deeper, fold forward one more time. Back up, Dvibhuja Vira, bend your knees up. Flip hands, palms face out. wrists to the outside of the rib cage. Release jaw, roof of the mouth. Slowly squeeze in. Release hands back, arch up, unhinging jaw, stretch out front of the neck. Now up both bows. Hold the backs of the knees, arching up. You can hold on to the knees, extending legs straight. If you have balance, arms parallel or overhead. Maintain extension of the spine, keep heart lifting. Lower back neutral. Ardha Nava halfway down. Pointing feet on this one. Keep head lifting, shoulders curling away from the mat. Squeezing into the midline, working inner thigh strength. And then back up, Nava. Legs bent or legs straight. Ardha halfway. Midline, squeeze into the center. Last one, back up. Last one, back down. And rest. Knees to the chest, rock around a little side to side. Satubandha Sharvanga. Feet down underneath the knees, lift hips up, walk shoulders in, clasp. Arch, keep the toes pushing down, squeezing in, heels pushing down, and apart. Rest. Urba Donner Asan. Hands overhead. Hips up. Chest up, top of the head. And then you can pop your heels up. Slide your head in towards the feet. And then slide your hands in towards the head. Closer in towards the head. And then curl chest forward in front of the arms and go all the way up. Crank out some push-ups, taking your head towards the floor, and push off with your feet, using the strength of the legs to push your chest forward in front of your arms. Rest when you're ready. Round 2, change of hands, do it in fist position or ridge top position. Careful if you have a sweaty mat. Same thing, hips up, chest up. You can go ahead and pop the heels. And then take it all the way up. Punching the mat, arms all the way straight. And then rest down. Shoulder stand, Sharvangasana. Parsva, Ekahasta, Shalamba, Sharvangasana. Side, one hand supported, shoulder stand. One hand is going to hold the sacrum. Hips are going to turn off to the side, so he's holding his sacrum with his left hand, or you can hold your left buttock and slowly let the legs drop out towards the left corner, lowering down as far as you can. And then switch, bring it back in. So see if you can let more, you should take your hand higher up so you're actually holding like your sacrum bone more. So instead of, higher, there you go, that's it. Let more of the hips come into the hand, that's it. And then slowly let the legs descend. So it's like you're a waiter holding a tray, slowly bearing more and more weight, and it's the core strength, Uddiyana, which has to engage. You can try it again to the first side. If lotus is available, you can bring the legs in the lotus. It's easier in lotus because your weight stays closer in towards the body, but it allows you to open up the hips more. So, switch again, second side, last time. And then back up, plow pose, hala. Karnapita, ear pressure, knees bent over ears. Slowly in row, Matsyasana, fish pose. Bring hips down, legs down, arching up. And back. And hold the arch, or lift legs and arms up, Uttanapada. Supta Padangusasana, left leg down, right leg up. Clasp behind the leg, resist, building strength, arching. And maintaining the arch, slowly bring the leg closer towards the chest, building more strength. Pulling down, thigh bone pushing away. And then take it out to the right. Keep left hip rolling down. Left toes pulling back. Your glutes engaged here. Tailbone scooping. 10% of its strength. And then take it up and over into a twist. Releasing engagement. Outer rotating the leg. Back up. Left leg up. Clasping behind the leg. this first, build strength, turning up the intensity of muscle energy. Squeezing leg muscles in to offset stretch reflex. After 6 seconds of resisting, slowly bring the leg closer to the chest. Maintaining arch, or you can use your strap. Strap your foot, pulling arms down, shoulders down, keeping hard lifting. Form, form. Take it out to the left. Right thigh pushing down. Right leg engaged. Tailbone scooping up. And take it to a twist. Back up. Half happy baby. Left foot down. Hold the right foot. Pushing right knee down to the floor. Right arm over. Going further. Working right foot to the forehead or behind the head for Supta Bhairava. Switch. Work both legs. Pushing knees down, walk arms over, feet to the forehead or behind the head. And then twist to the right, both knees across. Left hand to the rib cage or out to the side. And back up, twist to the opposite side last time. Shavasana. Extend long. Staying all the way flat for a few minutes. Subtle movements, fingers and toes. Reach arms long overhead, stretching out with a deep inhale. And then roll to the right, supporting head on the arm bone. Resting there for a few breaths. And slowly twist up to a comfortable sitting meditation posture. Stone. And universal prayer for happiness and freedom for all beings. Breath in. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste. Namaste. Om.